This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Thursday, April 2nd, 2026, in the afternoon. Today's analysis examines the transition of global electricity capacity to 50% renewables and the deployment of laser-based 4K streaming for the Artemis 2 lunar mission. We look at the imposition of 100% tariffs on brand-name pharmaceuticals and the latest FDA breakthrough labels for clinical artificial intelligence. This report also covers the release of Google's Gemma 4 models under the Apache 2.0 license, the persistent threat of hardware bit flips, and new post-quantum cryptographic designs for Ethereum. Finally, we analyze agentic AI collaboration in particle physics and the biological priors of the ALA architecture. Renewable energy sources reached nearly 50% of global electricity capacity last year. This development, reported by the Register, marks a significant shift in the physical composition of the global power grid. The growth is primarily driven by massive installations of solar and wind infrastructure, which now outpace traditional fossil fuel expansion in most major markets. This is a grounded, technical milestone for grid stability and energy independence. The transition requires a sophisticated integration of intermittent power sources with large-scale storage systems. Analysts note that reaching the 50% threshold necessitates a more resilient transmission network and advanced software for load balancing. This shift is not just environmental. It is a structural change in how energy markets value and distribute power at a utility scale. NASA's Artemis 2 mission will utilize advanced laser beams to live-stream 4K footage from the moon at speeds of 260 megabits per second. This system represents a major technical upgrade over the S-band radio communications used during the Apollo era. The laser link allows for significantly higher data density, enabling high-definition visual telemetry from lunar orbit. The hardware implementation uses infrared light to transmit data across the vast distance between the spacecraft and Earth-based receivers. This leap in bandwidth is critical for complex mission monitoring and public engagement. While radio remains the reliable fallback for command and control, the laser system provides the primary pipeline for the massive data loads generated by modern sensor arrays. This development sets a new standard for deep space networking and optical communication. The president has announced a 100% tariff on brand-name drugs as part of a strategic push to reshore pharmaceutical manufacturing to the United States. These taxes target finished products and active ingredients produced abroad, specifically those associated with high-margin brand-name medications. While the policy includes carve-outs for essential medications without domestic alternatives, the move is designed to force a reorganization of the global medical supply chain. Analysts at Stat News suggest this will lead to increased domestic investment in biopharmaceutical facilities, but may also cause short-term price volatility for consumers. The focus is on reducing dependency on international production hubs, framing pharmaceutical capacity as a core component of national security. A new analysis of medical devices receiving the FDA Breakthrough label shows a distinct shift in how clinical artificial intelligence is being regulated. Rather than simple detection tools, the agency is now prioritizing big-picture solutions that address multiple clinical problems simultaneously. These AI-powered devices are designed to integrate into complex hospital workflows, providing automated diagnostic support and predictive analytics for patient outcomes. The FDA's preference for multi-problem solutions suggests a maturing of the medical AI sector. Developers are moving away from niche, single-task algorithms toward comprehensive systems that can interpret diverse data types, from medical imaging to real-time biometric telemetry. Google has officially released the Gemma 4 family of open-weight models. In a significant departure from previous iterations, Gemma 4 is being distributed under the Apache 2.0 license. This provides developers with increased freedom to modify and deploy the models in commercial environments without the restrictive terms of earlier Google AI agreements. The Gemma 4 models are designed to bring the capabilities of the Gemini architecture to smaller, more efficient parameter counts. By moving to a standard open-source license, Google is attempting to capture the developer mindshare currently dominated by Meta's Llama series. This release prioritizes accessibility and integration, allowing for local execution of frontier-class language tasks on consumer-grade hardware. The semiconductor industry is facing a persistent threat known as the one-bit problem. As highlighted by Semiconductor Engineering, single-bit flips can compromise the integrity of an entire system. These flips are caused by cosmic radiation, voltage glitches, or targeted adversarial attacks that manipulate hardware memory. In high-stakes environments like autonomous vehicles or data centers, a single incorrect bit can lead to catastrophic failure or security breaches. This is a fundamental challenge for hardware security. Engineers are responding with enhanced error correction codes and more resilient transistor designs. The goal is to build silent recovery mechanisms that can detect and fix these flips before they propagate through the software stack. Ethereum researchers are exploring a future where the network no longer requires traditional digital signatures. A new framework called ZKC has been re-architected to use a dual backend system, including Circle Stark, and the STU backend. This design provides post-quantum security by replacing standard signatures with zero-knowledge proofs. This is a technical hedge against the future development of quantum computers capable of breaking current encryption methods. The implementation focuses on performance, using advanced mathematical frameworks to keep transaction verification fast and efficient, even under the heavy computational load of quantum-resistant cryptography. This is a signal from the future. Researchers have demonstrated a successful proof of concept for agentic AI collaboration in particle physics. Using OpenAI Codex and Anthropic Claude, AI agents conducted an entire measurement of thrust distribution in electron-positron collisions. The agents performed the analysis and wrote the technical notes under the direction of physicists, utilizing archived Aleph data from the 91.2 gigaelectronvolt range. Under the radar, the AILA project is attempting to build an identity-anchored LLM architecture using biological priors. This system integrates Hippo, initialized state space models, and episodic memory retrieval to create a more stable digital identity for AI agents. Although the initial implementation attempt faced challenges with calibrated uncertainty, the project provides a blueprint for moving beyond stateless models toward agents with persistent internal histories. Community sentiment is focused on a series of critical vulnerabilities in Hirschman industrial switches. Belden has updated several advisories regarding authentication bypass and privilege escalation flaws in the HIOS, and HISICOS modules. These vulnerabilities allow unauthenticated remote attackers to gain administrative access or reboot industrial devices. In the ransomware space, the groups known as Silent Ransom Group and Beast have posted a high volume of new strikes, including several infrastructure projects. Security Chatter is also tracking a privacy incident involving Adobe Creative Cloud. Users report that the software rewritten the local host file on their machines to detect other installed applications, leading to accusations of enshittification and malware-like behavior for big tech. In the tool space, keep an eye on AI Codex, a new utility that generates compact codebase indexes for AI assistants to save tokens. Also, MyClaw has emerged as a popular option for users seeking a personal AI server with full code control. This concludes the Synthetic Signal Report for Thursday,